Yo, yo, yo. So I'm just going to talk about a little bit about the lies you tell yourself when it comes down to sales. So this is really important to understand if you're in sales in any shape or form, because I'm a high ticket closer. I've been closing since April 2024 or so, give or take. And back then, I actually started closing deals. After 3 months, I was a setter first, then, I became a closer. When I started closing my first deals, I told myself so many different lies that doesn't even make sense looking back at it now. So I did this little exercise because I think it's actually going to be super beneficial for you guys as well. But this is just like some of the lies you tell yourself, right? Like these are some of the lies you tell yourself. I'm not sure if you can look at it in the right way, but that within the lies you tell yourself, like the first one that comes here to mind is like I need to have the perfect sales process. Like why do we need to have the perfect sales process? Why does it need to be perfect in the first place? And do we actually need it to be perfect to perform? And just to navigate that exact belief, like the way you got to think about it is this way. Let's say you hop into a sales call. You don't have the perfect sales process, but you communicate it in the right way. But you actually talk to the person in front of the camera, in front of the screen, with the most genuine and helpful intention ever. And in the other hand, we have a guy that doesn't give a F, the person that has the worst intentions, the person that just wants to make commission. And he hops into the call with the perfect sales process. Who do you think is going to do better? Like, there's two options, right? Like, there is the guy that is the most helpful, he has good, genuine intentions. And then on the other hand, we have a guy that has the perfect sales process, but the worst of the worst intentions. And it is a little bit of an extreme example, but the guy that's going to perform the best is the guy with the most good intentions ever. Because you can see, like, communication is just an exchange of energy. So if your intentions and what you're communicating, it's neediness, it's like, hey, I need to perform, I need to perform. Like, again, like I need to close this deal, I need to close this deal, I need to make commission, I need to make money, then you're gonna show that, like it's gonna give a feeling of like, hey, this guy doesn't want to help, right? So that's the first thing. That's a belief, and that's a lie that I told myself for a long time, and that is that I need a sales, like I need a perfect sales process. I don't really need anything. You don't need anything right now. You just need good, genuine intentions, and there's different ways of going about that. But today I'm just going to talk about beliefs because I think that's the most helpful as of right now. Now, going into the second one, it's like I don't know the right people, and this is for people trying to land offers, right? So I don't know the right people. Like, who can you qualify as the right people? So going into that, everyone can help you. Like it doesn't matter their level of experience. It doesn't really matter how much money they make. It doesn't really matter if they are known or not in the industry as it is. What actually matters here is that that person has the respect and just the want to help you. Because what I realize is if you actually talk to people that are at a very high level and you ask for help, if they don't respect you, what they will do is they will just leave you on scene, and they will just won't help you at all, right? And that's a bad move. So it doesn't really matter. You can try, you can attempt it. Like there's no judgment there. There's nothing wrong with trying, by the way. But if you actually want to optimize your time and you actually want quick results or the best ROI for your time, it's like instead of just trying to find the right people, start building relationships, start getting into different circles, start joining communities. Join my community, for example. I have a free community and I have a paid community. Try to join there first. Try to like actually talk to people inside of those communities. Hey, let's hop on a role play. Hey, like let's try to look for offers together, or just provide value. Just be human. Be a friend. Be down to help. Be humble. When you do those things, people will naturally respect you. And once you get the respect, once you have your mentor respect, people around you, they will just like send you opportunities all the time, like endlessly. And that's a natural result of you respecting yourself, again, building relationships, building friendships, And that as a result of that, those are the actual right people. But there's no such a thing as the right people, as in like a category or something. Now, closing PIFs, paid in fulls, or $10,000 plus is hard. This is a very common belief I think a lot of sales guys have, just because they think that selling. Oh, my bad. Okay. Yeah, somebody was calling me. But this is a belief that a lot of sales guys have because they think that they need to have the most perfect. Again, like they think they don't have the conviction, or they don't even think it's possible for somebody to buy an item that's worth $10,000. That's just a limiting belief that we need to delete right now. Okay. So $10,000 is not hard. That's just a label that you're putting into yourself, because you yourself wouldn't buy something for $10,000, right? You you wouldn't buy something for $10,000, and that's why you think nobody else would. But let me tell you something. If you knew with all of your heart, if you genuinely believe in the capacity of the business that you're selling in behalf of, that they can actually help you or help that prospect, that potential client, go from 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 to like 50,000, $100,000 a month. Does the price really matter? Like, if you know you can help somebody, is the price tag, is the price point actually like a limiting factor behind that person? Like, is that a bad thing? Like, for me, I don't think it's a bad thing, because it just means that that's how valuable what we're selling is. It is valued at $10,000, sure, but it's not really a lot of money if they will get an ROI from it. And if you believe it, most importantly, $10,000 is just a transaction. It's just a means to an end. And the way you gotta present it to the prospect, to the potential client, is not, it's $10,000. It's just $10,000 for an investment. And oftentimes, what you're gonna hear after that, if the prospect is in B2C, is more often emotional responses. If it's B2B, they will also have emotional responses, but also logistical. And then you just gotta handle those, right? That's something else that I'm teaching inside my community, by the way. Like, a lot of these things are just beliefs that are not really existing. So yeah, it's pretty much what I do. I just wanted to hop on here, help a few people, impact some lives, because that's really what I'm all about for at the end of the day. But if you actually think this is helpful and you want to give this a like, feel free to do so. If you want to join my community, or even if you want just some like quick advice or whatever, feel free to DM me on Instagram, like Soy Miguel Angel, and I'm happy to help.